Hi there, and welcome to the Cult of Cinema. I am Aaron, and everything is groovy. So right now, we are going to look at the April releases for Vinegar Syndrome and the partner releases as well. And I know what you're saying. You're thinking, didn't these get looked at yesterday? Well, a lot of people did look at them yesterday. Not me, however. Me, I'm doing it today. And why am I doing it a day later than most people? Because I'm a slacker. No, because I am. Hey there, Matthew. Welcome, man. So I've got on my fun shirt tonight. I'm feeling all tropical. I got some tea. I'm sore from working out, which, I totally do all the time. No, I'm not overly sore. So what we're going to do right now, hey, Dennis, hey, Antoine, I'm a day late and $1 short, as they would say, right? But here, think of it this way. You got to wait a little bit longer to get, the opinion of the OG Vinegar Syndrome guy. I started this train ride, might as well to the last. Buff Aaron. Oh, man, I wish. I haven't been Buff Aaron in about 5 or 6, 10 years probably. But one of these days I'm going to come on here, I'm going to roid rage over some films. But right now, we are going to look at the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Michael, I watched some of your video, actually, but you didn't know it was me. And the reason you didn't know it was me because I watched it during my work break, and I have a different account for my work account. So let me turn this down because this is driving at the freaking wall. I'm going to hear all the announcements coming through. Michael did a really good live announcement talking about Vinegar Syndrome and all that stuff. How do I know this? Because I have 2 accounts, and I am subscribed to all you guys on both the accounts. So you got my subscriptions twice, guys. I have a one for my iPad when I'm on my break in between work, and I got one that I normally do when I'm right here. Arlen poured this arguably greatest bundle to ever be put out by legendary Vinegar Syndrome. So you're starting out big, Mug. You're starting out big. Let's look at this stuff here. Let us look at the Vinegar Syndrome lineup for April. And for a lot of people are saying this month is what May month should have been. We'll discuss that, actually. We'll talk about that. And I'll give you my thoughts, my ideas, my hopes, my dreams, my wishes, all that type of stuff. As always, if you are here and you have not hit that like button yet, slacker, calling me a slacker, why have you not hit that like button yet? The whole like, share, subscribe. There is a donation thing link down below, along with a link to my merch store and my Patreon. Next week, I think I'm going to do another live Patreon video because there's some titles I want to talk about. And they aren't titles that I can talk about on here, including the latest in the Vinegar Syndrome lineup. All right, so here we are, and everybody's favorite 6-string samurai. I know you're wishing that was the thing, but I did not expect it to be this, and I did not expect it to be this good either. So let's just dive into them one at a time. Let's do the VSA first. And we'll go from there. Now, first off, we get Grave Secrets. Now, Grave Secrets is one of those that I remember seeing at my video store so often. Some people wondered why Grave Secrets is like a VSA release. So VSA releases, when they initially started, what they mean to be, it's meant to be something that you would have saw in your video store that you wouldn't have seen in a theater. Pretty much, a straight to VHS type of thing, straight to VHS, straight to DVD type of thing. So that's exactly what Grave Secrets is. If you've ever seen this movie, if you've ever heard of Grave Secrets, then the place you probably heard of it at, well, it's your local video store where you saw it along with a bunch of other low rent horror titles, or in the rent for $1 section, or maybe you saw a raggedy poster on one of your mom and pop store walls. Grave Secrets, that's exactly what it is. So it makes perfect sense for VSA. It goes along the same long as what was the first Evil Town, right? And Necromancer, that type of stuff. We actually have an audio interview with the director on here, double-sided poster. VSAs really are fun titles. You don't get a lot of features with VSAs. That's the one thing that I got to say. Suppose this is number 13. Is it number? What are the other 12? Well, the last one was House of Usher. Mog. I don't have that one yet. But previously to that, I know there was there's Action USA, Necromancer, all those jazz. I have the first 11. I need number 12, which is House of Usher, and this one here will be number 13. So that's right. This is 13. So next up, we got something that I don't think a lot of us thought we were going to see, at least not in this format. So Kevin S. Tenney took over a movie called The Cellar, and this is a huge month for release. I did not expect anything like this. So for people that know Kevin Tenney did movies like Night of the Demons. He did Witch Trap. He did a whole host of films, some of which Vinegar Cinema put out. And this here has two versions of the film, including it has the theatrical cut of the film, and it has an unseen director's cut. So apparently, the director's cut has only been seen like at a film festival, and something like that. It's never gotten a release ever. So this is huge. Kevin Tenney is one of my favorites when it comes to directing this style stuff. I love films like Night of the Demons. I love Witch Trap. Just so much cool stuff that he was at Patrick Hill. Patrick is in this one. Better stop here before it gets all nudie and stuff. So this is going to be a big one. Aside from that, we got a lot of stuff on here. Hey there, Jason. Welcome, man. Cellar releases what sold you on it. Man, there's everything in this release. It's insane. We got a group commentary with Kevin Tenney, actress Suzanne Savoy, and Patrick Kilpatrick, introduced by the director. From Chicken Shit to Chicken Salad, Unearthing the Lost Cellar, a brand new extended making of documentary. Those are always really great, featuring interviews with the cast and crew. I'm sure guys like Justin and Brad all worked on that and did an amazing thing. And if that wasn't enough, well, guys, I have a fever, and the only cure is All American Murder with Christopher Walken. I'm not joking. There is a Christopher Walken film coming out from Vinegar Syndrome. And for those that don't know, not only is Christopher Walken one of my favorite actors, but he shares my birthday. I'm pretty sure Christopher Walken's birthday is March the 31st as well. I got to look that up. I'm pretty sure, though. Am I right on that one? Need to start hitting this. It's been insane. I'm looking up Christopher Walken's birthday because I am that type of guy. I don't want to take credit for something if I'm wrong. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, March 31st, Matthew, me and Chris Walken share a birthday. Now, he's a mite bit older than me. But honestly, in better shape. What's really neat about this one is this is directed by Anson Williams. So I am a Happy Days fan. Actually, I was a Happy Days fanatic. And for those that kind of know the name Anson Williams but aren't quite sure, he played Patsy Weber in Happy Days. So he was out of the three kind of lead characters, lead teenage characters on Happy Days. There was Richie, Ralph Melf, and Patsy. Patsy was the one that stayed on it after Ralph and Richie left. Yes, I know that. Okay, we get Josie Bissett coming back for another film in here as well. It was Wednesday. It was. And Josie Bissett, of course, was in Hitcher in the Dark, the Umberto Lenzi film. We have Charlie Schlater, who is one of my favorite actors. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Charlie Slater acted in the television version of Ferris Bueller. Yep, there was a Ferris Bueller TV series, and it starred Charlie Slater. And there was one scene where his girlfriend dresses up like his sister, who was played by Jennifer Aniston in the TV series, by the way, and he kisses her. It was a weird scene. It was a great show. Unfortunately, it did not last like the other series, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, did, but it made it for I think 13 episodes. Oh, Joanna Cassidy, Richard Kind. Awesome cast. And this is, if I'm correct, this is kind of they said this is almost kind of Giallo-esque in the way that it's done. So Christopher Walken in a Giallo-style film with Josie Bissett from Melrose Place, directed by Potsy from Happy Days, with Charlie Slater, who I guess a lot of you guys are going to know from Diagnosis Murder, because he was on that show for years. He took over from Scott Baio and became way better than Scott Baio was when he took over the role. Was he the leading Police Academy 7? It's been a while since I've seen it. I have it downstairs somewhere. But he's one of those guys, he's just got that cocky attitude. He was in a George Burns movie, 18 Again, I think it was called as well, where, the body swapping type of thing. So this is a cool one, guys. This one is really, really good. But the sexiest release, oh my God, this is so nice, this is so sexy, is right here. And much like when they announced the May month, and I told you guys that the televised tears, series of box sets, has the potential for greatness. Homegrown Horrors is a regional horror box set. This is volume 1, and it's on the cusp of greatness right now. They chose 3 great films to start with. 3 really cool films. So we got Beyond Dream's Door here. And by the way, these things are loaded with features as well. It comes with 2 commentaries, a brand new extended making of, so it's going to be over an hour-long making of, a 3rd commentary, which is a group commentary, a 4th commentary, which is a track of the director, another making of documentary, probably an archival one, FX featurette, montage of unused footage and alternate takes, unused and alternate FX footage, bloopers, behind-the-scenes footage, oh my God, local news coverage, multiple deleted scenes, multiple trailers, multiple short films, commentary tracks, Christ. Next up, we got Winter Beast. My good friend Master Chaos, huge fan of this film, by the way. He actually spoke about this on when he talked about the announcement. He was very, very excited about this. This is right. You're 100% right, Mug. This is Vinegar Syndrome's American Horror Project, and this is the thing I'm probably most excited about this year. They swung and they knocked it over the fences. With Winter Beast, we got a brand new commentary track, another archival commentary track. We have an unfinished early work print version of the film. I love me some work prints. If you're listening to the Screamcast podcast, which you kind of should be, guys, then which has Brad, of course, from who does a lot of these films, Brad Henderson. And my good friend that introduced me to one of my really good friends here, Brian Sauer. Stephanie Crawford works in Screamcast podcast as well. So make sure you check that out. And make sure you're always checking out Brian's podcast, Just a Disc, Pure Cinema, and of course, the YouTube channel as well, along with Master Chaos and all you amazing guys that are out there making stuff. Michael Keenan here, who made an amazing video and continues to get better and better and better. And reminds me when I make mistakes, which I like, because I didn't have my details up here. And Michael, thank you so much for that. Somebody could have been dying to give me a donation and just weren't able to do it because the links weren't there. All right, so we got in here. Aside from that, there's an interview with the producer, interview with actor Charles Mashka. I'm totally going to butcher these names here. My first career, a new interview with actor David Mashka. A lot of sandwiches going on between these guys, I guess. So Bad It's Good, a new interview with actress Dory May Kelly. He wears sunglasses at night And it's not an interview with Corey Hart. It's an interview with Mike Magri, a movie for filmmakers, an interview with Simon Barrett. A new interview with Mike Magri. I said that was Simon Barrett, archival making of documentary, deleted scenes, audio interview with the composer, archival soap opera footage. I'm down with that, guys. Who here almost acted in two soap operas. I turned them both down as an idiot. The third film here is probably the one that nobody but me is actually super excited about. And that is, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, for those that have not yet hit the like button, come on. You can do better. I have faith in you. Because I could stop this video till the like button keeps going up. And at the second that I said that we have one douche that hits the dislike button, you coward. Okay, so we got a group commentary for Fail Exam. This one has the Leaksman features with Jack Snyder, Terry Kummer, Carol Letta, William Crawford, Michael Coleman, David Meyer. Fail Examination, a brand new extended making of documentary featuring interviews with cast and crew. Hey there, Cinematech. Reversible cover art. So, reversible cover on all these things, man. This is pretty sexy looking. I know, Michael. I totally agree. Some people are upset that they may not be able to see the dislike amounts on a video in the near future. And that is tickling me like crazy. Just saying. All right. So the April package altogether, I'll do it in Canadian bucks because I am, after all, a Canuck, is $169.37. See, that's the thing, Cinematech. I'm going to guess this forum may have the word Blu-ray in front of it. If that's the case, then they're always disappointed. Let's be honest. They always tend to be a bit disappointed when it comes to stuff. They don't. There's never an overwhelming sense of happiness. It's the forum where hope goes to die. I feel so sad, but it's true. But eventually, yeah, they probably will be on their own. If they want to wait 6 or 8 months till this sells out until they re-release them, they can do that. Everybody else is going to have the box sets and be laughing. Anything that starts Cine Arcadia that starts with exam, has exam on the end of it, I'm usually going to like it. It's going to be slasher in some way. This one is, I think it's a supernatural slasher, but it's still slasher, and that I do kind of dig. But that wasn't all the stuff that came out. No, this is their bundle, and the bundle's amazing. So thoughts before I go any further, before I go into the partner labels, because there's more titles to look at, and I know there's an adult title that I usually save for my Patreon channel because we don't want to get in trouble on here. Anyway, here we go. Who likes this better than me? I gotta say, I think I'm in a kind of a minority, but I do like what's coming out in May. I am kind of excited about Six String Samurai. I'm excited about the box, especially Televised Terror. I think people are underrating that one, and they're going to regret if they don't get it. But it does look cool. I do like the Pickrama too. I can't talk about it too much, but Dennis, I do like that one as well. This is what I kind of thought might happen for May. They could have switched these out easily. And what had some people excited. I mean, Christopher Walken film, a lost, Kevin Tenney film, that's some pretty high stakes. And Grave Secrets is one that I used to see at my video store all the time. Never rented, never saw it before, but I'm actually super excited about that title. I'm excited about all these titles. Now I got May like pre-ordered, so I don't think I can pre-order this one because I'm trying to save up for the sale. I'm hoping to get. I know this won't be on sale during the sale, but I'm hoping to get at least some of this during the sale. Homegrown horrors I really, really want. Like that. That stands out. Easter Funland bundle. There you go. Trash. What are you thinking, man? Is this not a cool bundle? Now let's just look at the bundle as it is right here, right now. There you go. There is your April bundle. Homegrown Horrors, Volume 1. All American Murder. The Cellar. Grave Secrets. Maybe, I think with a lot of that stuff, like Cinematheque, it always depends on like what type of elements are there. I don't, honestly, Matthew, I don't think like Hometown Horror is going to make it to the next halfway sale. I'd be surprised if it made it to the Black Friday sale. But we'll see. I'm hoping it does well. I really am. I'm hoping it stays long enough for me to buy it. I know I'm going to have to buy it at full price. But like April more mostly because of homegrown horror. Due to top this release for you this year. I hope it makes you feel funny in a good way, in a tingly sort of way, Michael. Take your baby for that walk. I shall talk to you later, man. We still have the collab, you know that. And I have the itchy part of the collab. All right, so let's look at the other stuff that we got here. Partner label stuff and what companies did to go with. I know Agfa's got something. So here is another Agfa something weird release. This is a new version of the Cellar too, Santa Arcadia. A brand new like director's cut of it. That's going to be exciting. So Love After Death, a shocking thriller of lust and terror. Stay for the surprise ending. So I'm not quite sure if they're saying, you know, going to be a bit of a slog, but it has a surprise ending. So stay for that. Or, it's really good and it has a surprise ending. But it's Agfa, so I know a lot of you guys are super Agfa fans. You're going to grab this anyway. You're going to get it. I kind of dig it. The skull kind of reminds me of a kind of a Mexican lucha libre type of thing, although it has nothing to do with that. Milligan box sets. Yeah, actually, I saw like them doing like the opening of it. For those that have subscriptions, this is not included in your subscription, but you do have a 50% discount code that only works for subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber and you try to use a code, it's not going to work. But if you are a subscriber, then you'll get 50% off for this year title. One of the amazing things about being a subscriber. So I don't know much about this film, so I will read what this film is about. An interdimensional portal exists between Herc Harvey's Carnival of Souls and Doris Wishman's Bad Girls Go to Hell, and it's called Love After Death. This is the story of Montel, a sexually frustrated creep who seeks revenge on his cheating wife after she accidentally buries him. How do you accidentally bury someone alive? Produced somewhere in South America and remixed for American audiences by New York producer Charles Abrams. Love After Death is a joyously deranged gem that features equal doses of gothic horror, sleazy melodrama, absurdist experimentation. After watching this movie, you'll never look at Edgar Allan Poe's The Premature Burial the same again. Shot in New York. This film is an unknown gem from Bizarro Underground. The movie centers around the estate of a politician where blackmail and scissor murders go hand in hand with smoking weed and fetish whipping. Kind of liking this. We're not going to lie there. Contains a trashy paperback feel with the gutter goth mode. The psychosexual spectacle would feel right at home with the work of exploitation auteur Joe Sarno. So Joe Sarno. I love that, actually. It's hilarious. Yeah, pin 100. I wish. But now I'd be putting pin 100 at all my releases. Joe Sarno is a kind of a sexploitation auteur, not an adult, not really adult films, but he's an amazing cinematographer. His camera work is just to die for. So if it's like that, then I definitely got to say, wow. Now, I'm not sure if I got this right or not, but I had heard that one of the surprise releases for May is something is a film that has the director that only ever made that one film. So that could be interesting. Let me know if anybody else can verify that, because that's what I heard somewhere, which might narrow down what that surprise release could be. All right, other partner labels. So let's go to my favorite. Let's go to my favorite partner that they got is Fun City Editions, and for me, this is the key one. You guys know I love Fun City Editions. Does Vinegar do May releases in addition to the halfway Black Friday? Well, there'll be two like mystery ones, which you had the chance to buy already, and they'll have like partner labels, VSAs, and all that stuff. Which Shadow already just said. If I would have read ahead, I would have saved myself some time. Thank you, Shadow, for clarifying. We got Smile here with Bruce Dern, but not just Bruce Dern. Nope, this has one hell of a cast. You got Barbara Feldon, who played 99 in Get Smart. And aside from Bruce Dern, we've got who else is in this one here? I know Colin Campson. Yeah. Annette O'Toole, Melanie Griffith, Jeffrey Lewis. I had heard, Matthew, that one of the mystery titles is a director's only film. Now, if anybody else can kind of like verify if that, or maybe I dreamt it, but I thought I read it somewhere on Twitter or something. Like a kid, yeah, this one here it's got an interview with Bruce Dern here, booklet by Mike McFadden, newly recorded audio commentary with Pat Healy and film curator Jim Healy. Hey there, Hammers, welcome, man. I always love these here Fun City editions. I love the artwork for Fun City stuff. I've got the first two releases, Alphabet City and I Start Counting. Two of my favorites, actually. There's the back of the cover. Very interested in this film. Facebook, that's where I saw it at. It's his favorite of the month, and it's by a director that was the directorial, only film. It is a very tough month for the wallet, especially if you're trying to save up for Mayhammers. But this is their best so far. Now they started it strong with January's releases. Were really, really good. February came even better. You got you got the best Forgotten Jelly box set that they put out. You got Hitcher in the Dark. You got The Fear. Loved all three of those titles, hands down. Loved them all. I'm going to review them actually. And then March came along, and now we got April, which is insanely good. May, which I think is really, really good anyway. And there's two titles yet to be announced. So there's a whole other 4K that we don't know about. And at least one double feature. So they have been hitting it out of the park. Now, is it here? Music Box Selects. This was actually fun. I actually showed my better half the trailer for this one. I looked at this one first. I looked at the cover and I was like, eh. And then I read, and then then I watched the trailer and I'm like, this looks like a funny film. Death Promise. That's one of the ones I forgot about, man. You didn't specify if it was one of the secret titles or a VSA title, though. Do you expect one or two VSA titles, Shadow, for May with such a big amount for their bundle? Oh, Smile definitely has an Altman-esque feel to it. So we get another cool one there, and Creststone is the last one, I think. No, we got one more. Crestone by Utopia. And that is it was a documentary about like the SoundCloud rappers, if I'm correct. Let's read it. Let's do that. Let's do this type of stuff. Let's do this thing. In a world that undulates between the digital and physical, a group of SoundCloud rappers live a solitary post-societal existence in the desert of Crestone, Colorado. Once a religious and spiritual mecca for many, Crestone's endless sand dunes, waterfalls, and dark caves act as a backdrop for images of tattooed bodies, cosplay wardrobes, and clouds of weed smoke. When an old friend from high school visits the rappers to shoot music videos and document their day-to-day reality, and fiction begins to blur, a rapidly spreading wildfire sends everyone to varying states of emergency. Technology begins to fail. A man on an electric bicycle appears with a warning of the end times. Are the last people alive a group of SoundCloud rappers smoking weed and making music for nobody? So obviously not a documentary, but interesting nonetheless. You think there'd be 2 VSIs? Daring. And last but not least is from Altered Innocence, which is their LGBTQ partner label. I think this is a series of short films, nearly 3 hours of LGBTQ and coming-of-age short films and music videos await you in the debut of Altered Innocence Cinematic Mixtape Supreme. Films from established auteurs like Peter Strickland, Cam Archer, names I can't pronounce, join fresh new voices such as other names I can't pronounce, and people whose names I might be pronounced, but I'm totally not going to do it and butcher their names. But there you go. Winter Beast. Oh, yeah, Winter Beast is there, man. So what are you guys thinking right now? Who has pre-ordered this at this point? And before I go any further here, there's something that I want to tell you. If you like some super classy types of cinema, aside from this stuff here, what I'm going to say is something that I hope that you guys remember. Thank you, Ash, and welcome. And that is that I recently received some titles from Kino Lorber. So I'm in the process of watching those right now, and I'm going to be reviewing those, and I'll probably be doing them in like revealing what they are along with the reviews at the same time. So I'm going to ask you to do one very special thing for me, and like these are important reviews for me that are coming up. So if you can please check out my two Kino corner or my Kino roundup reviews that I'm going to be doing in the next week. It will go a long way to helping my channel and letting me get a lot more variety of films here. There's some good stuff coming up and some stuff I'm really excited to talk about. Hey, Tenru Mazzara, welcome, man. Vinegar Cinema is destroying all those partner. There's an incredible amount of partner label releases. Are you getting them, Tenru? Now, anytime you want to know about a lot of these adult titles and you want a really comprehensive, really good review on that, then the guy you're looking for is right there, which is Tenru Mazzaro. He does an incredible reviews on the adult titles. Not just adult titles, but he does tend to do like really great stuff on that a lot of people, where a lot of us don't really go into like the adult stuff. He treads in there and he does some great stuff. Having lots of pop. Set you back $230. Holy crap, Dennis! What did you buy all the? You must have bought all the partner releases as well. It's hard to keep up with it, Jason. I'm behind. You can only do what you can do. Hey there, Zach. Welcome, man. You only gotta have you can only have the bones for so much. Hey there, Mark. So that's okay. So you're probably pre-ordering the April pack. It is insane. I mean, I was kind of hoping the April package would suck, to be bluntly honest with you. I was hoping that that the April package would suck because it takes you want those, you want to have a bit of a spare for make-ems. This is a month before their big sale, so if you're a subscriber, that's fantastic because you're going to get a bunch of really cool releases, and you got the 50% off like for the other releases and you can pick and choose and get them when you want. If you're like me, if you're a sap like me that is getting them like, hey there, Jacob, one at a time here and there, you're grabbing a bundle, you're grabbing a title, you're waiting for sales, that type of thing. This gets pricey, and it gets as a collector, it gets frustrating and white knuckleish because you can't grab everything, and you know that certain things are limited. So what I do is I try to grab the VSAs. If I miss a slipcover, I miss a slipcover. Like cardboard's not going to be. I'm not going to cry over cardboard, but I do want to get the ones that I really want before they sell out. Box sets, I want them as box sets. Releases, the VSAs, I want those as VSAs. Other stuff, if I miss out on your slipcover, I prefer with it. But if that's something I miss out on, that's where you go on that like kind of list. You go to the tier list of stuff that's important to you. And it was hard enough when you're just trying to keep up with like Vinegar Syndrome and their bundles. But now there's like a bunch of partners labels. And as you get into these, then you got to make decisions on, okay, which partner labels do you want? Like who are you going to collect? For me, at this point, I've pretty much, I will buy from all the partner labels, but Fun City Editions is the one that I laser focus on. I know a lot of you guys focus on AGFA, but AGFA just puts out too many releases at one time. Fun City, there's 4. Like that's doable, and I have 2 of those 4 already. And the Severance sale the same month. There's the thing you got. For me, Antoine, I normally do one of the 2 sales. Agfadrome? I don't even know what Agfadrome is, man. But Severn haven't made their announcements yet. Have they made their announcements yet for May? I don't think they have, right? Or at least not their sale announcements. Some people find that Vinegar Syndrome's halfway pack, it's probably around the same time, Dennis, as the Vinegar Syndrome sale. It normally is either at the same time or just before or after it. Usually after it, but I'd say they're going to go at the same time because it's going to be around the 28th for this one. So Summer Camp Girls ordered right on Gaydog. Agfa's Telethon. I did not know that exists, man. So that is new to me. You cry for cardboard. I get it. I do. I really do. 10 hours of weirdness. Is that like a festival thing? Is it an online thing? A pay thing? I can't imagine like sitting down and like making my better have watched 10 hours of AG for releases. Because we sat down and we watched Lady Street Fighter, and she almost tapped out at a Lady Street Fighter, but she made it. You lasted, honey. Well, at this point, Matthew, I think the thing is you gotta prioritize. Sever's only May announcement so far is the Lee box set. See, Severin have slacked off. Like, if you're in the States, I get it. Severin's going to be like a strong, like, and expensive one for you. But here in, like, for me, in Canada, like, there's no bundles anymore. Like, Severin just are putting their bundles, like, US only. And if you want to get a bundle, then you got to get the bundle from, then you got to get, like, just the movie bundle with nothing included. And honestly, that kind of doesn't float my boat, so I don't do that. Did I order the halfway? I did order, Jacob, the halfway package. It was my birthday present. So the last part of my birthday present was a May halfway package. I'm extremely excited about it. Hey, Dungeon, welcome, man. Horror trailer show. I got to see the horror trailer show down the road. That looks like a good release, actually. Right. Said it's no worse than watching Lord of the Rings. But let's ask my better half, who's not really into a lot of this stuff here. I asked her if anything stands out to her for the month of April. So, anything there that you know at all, or like Christopher Walken film, the Kevin Tenney? Did you see Graveyard Secrets when you're a kid?
Not really.
Well, Fun City Release a Smile looks really, really good. That's one that I will get down the road. That's not something that I can buy right away, but something that I will get down the road. See, I don't think it's dishonest for Vinegar Syndrome. Oh, no. She likes a lot of Vinegar Syndrome titles. We actually watched a lot together. She just watches mostly more the action ones, as opposed to, like, she's not watching the adult ones. I'll tell you that right now. But she'll watch the action titles. She'll watch some of the horror titles, like the cheesier horror. She just doesn't like the more stressy stuff. That's what, Antoine, the shipping, unfortunately, is the reason I haven't been able to go for any Cauldron film releases yet. Oh, yeah, there is. It's actually All American Murder. It's got Christopher Walken, Josie Bissett, Charlie Slater. It's pretty packed, Dungeon Man. And it's Giallo-esque, they're saying. So there you go. Apparently, Zach, there's 5 more Cauldron film releases coming out. There's like that's what I heard today. There's 5 mystery. We don't know what they are yet. Oh, dude, I can get the frustration. Trust me. If anybody can get the frustration, she's not Hot and Sassy Pizza Girls. She hasn't seen it, but I think she would actually like Hot and Sassy Pizza Girls. Because, in all honesty, that's just a good film. Bob Chin did a great job directing that film. And a go one better, Dungeon. All American Murder. Hopefully this is not something. This is going to make you excited. Is directed by Anson Williams. Potsy. Pump your blood. Yes, Potsy. And for those that know the Pump Your Blood song, or those that don't know the Pump Your Blood song, after this video, go YouTube it. Trust me, it'll stick in your head for days. Did you watch Happy Days? Was that a thing when you were a kid? Did you like Happy Days? The Collar is excellent, K-Dog. The Collar is probably one of my hands down top favorite releases Vinegar Syndrome has put out in their 7 years of existence. Not even remotely joking. Go in blind, K-Dog. Don't look up crap for The Collar. Don't wiki it. Don't watch a trailer. Nothing. Go in, enjoy The Collar. You're not, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to guess the ending. That's okay. It's one hell of a ride. And that's one that I do have to show my better half down the road because it's really that good. And I do consider it one of the great releases. All right, The Collar is really amazing. I'm like not even like no hyperbole there. It's just one of those that really stood out. And like even if you don't like Vinegar Syndrome style stuff, if you're kind of iffy on certain things, you're like, oh, is this cheesy? Is this a so bad it's a good movie? The Collar is not that. The Collar is just really, really good. And the extras are incredible too. Also, if you're getting any of the Fun City, if you don't have I Start Counting from Fun City Editions, by the way, not only is that it's a fabulous film, but the features on it are just second to none. Chef's kiss on that one. but it's a really good release. And I'm pretty sure that the slipcover's there, still there, and it does have kind of a cool little slipcover to it as well. Even if it doesn't, though, like just it's one to grab. You watched Jeremy for the first time. Did you like it? I haven't seen Jeremy in years, probably since around the time Jeremy came out. Like I was a big Robbie Benson fan when I was a kid, so that was I remember it from then, but like not very well. See, I Start Counting was a blind buy for me, and it was a one hell of a good blind buy, man. Special features on Jeremy are great. Fun City editions they really kill it with special features. They really, really do. And the new one coming out, Smiles, got an interview with Bruce Dern. Honestly, I'll be bluntly honest with you, K-Dog. I know nothing but Last Gasp with Robert Patrick. If I've seen it, I don't remember it. Oh, The Cellar. Oh, yeah, Robert. Thank you, Tenor Room. Straight back at you, man. I've been watching your channel since pretty much the beginning. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I've been watching your channel since the beginning, and you do amazing stuff. So I take that as high praise, man. Got the Homegrown horror sent in Jeremy today because Jeremy was dipping to the mid. Is it really already? You have a problem. I know you feel. I got, thanks to my good friend George, just not here tonight. He's probably enjoying one of his many fantastic films. George has an incredible collection, by the way, guys. He got me a birthday present. He actually pre-ordered me the Urban Legend set from 88 Films. So I'm actually very excited about that. So I'll be unboxing that when it comes. 700 something left to do. I think that's going to last, Craig. I mean, I do. I think it's going to last until the sale. We're getting to the point now where there's like a month. We're like a month away. It's an incredible month, Robert. Homegrown horror set, All American Murder, the Cellar, and Grave Secrets. That's an incredible month. Here's something I bet you didn't that you didn't. I've said my better half probably didn't know. When I was going into acting, and when I did out my demo tape, because back in the day, guys, the way it worked is you did a demo tape where you did like monologues and you did different characters and stuff, and you taped yourself and you sent it in. And if you're lucky enough to have an agent, well, your agent sent it in. If you were me, you pretended you were an agent sending it in, and that's what I did back in the day. So Charlie Slater, actually, I was an inspiration for some of that stuff that I sent in, and I swear that's probably how I think that's how I got the soap roll offer. So there you go. See, All American Murder for me, Robert, that's just standing out. Demos. Are you my age, Dungeon? Do you know the whole demo thing? Yeah, for those of you that like were older like me, I'm the big 5-0 right now. So when you're doing acting back in the day, you just that VHS tape and that huge. I think where's that? Oh, yeah, I was in journalism. And I got a loan of one of the cameras, the journalism cameras, to actually film some stuff in my first year to send out. So I had this big camera, and you could either put it on a tripod or you put it on your shoulder. And if you were out somewhere, you would look for plugins for the battery in the in the poles. Yes, I'm from when dinosaurs rolled the earth, guys. I like Six String Samurai. Alphabet City Alphabet City is an incredible release, man. I like Six String Samurai. I really did. 8x10s. I did that as well. I did 8x10s when I shouldn't have been doing 8x10s, actually. That's another story. Six String Samurai. I had Jamie on here. He's not here tonight. Jamie's probably relaxing, having a cold one tonight. but I had Jamie Blanks on here, and he talked about Six String Samurai, how that was like one that he really enjoyed, and that the composer, the guy that did the score for Six String Samurai, actually went on to do like really incredible, important films. So always important to see stuff like that. See people like when they're starting out, and the different stuff that they did. So definitely like the stuff to look into. I'm interested in Six String Samurai because one, it looks crazy, insane, fun, and the guy, what's his name, Falcon, I think his name is actually a really decent martial artist. Not quite sure whatever happened to him though, but he's got this kind of. My better half said he looked like. Who do you think he looked like from Six String Samurai? He said he looked like a certain actor that he reminded you of.
The Adam Baldwin.
Yeah, she thought he had an Adam Baldwin feel to him. I see. I just got the Buddy Holly thing, but she got Adam Baldwin. Yeah, there is actually an official version on YouTube. It's a quirky film. It's a different film. I went in pretty blind with Six String Samurai. Like when I saw it first, I'm like, have I seen this film? And it was something that the more that I saw of it, the more excited I got to see it come. Now, I spoke with various people that have said that they think Six String Samurai was a good choice, but may not have been a good choice for the second release for the VSUs. It should have been somewhere like maybe a little bit down the road, maybe like a third release, or once the label pretty much had established itself. And I can kind of get that. But hey there, Dave, welcome, man. But in all honesty, I think Six String Samurai is going to be a good choice overall. Some people are gonna this might be a little sleeper one that people will kind of warm up to afterwards. I can't imagine how, and this is just me, right? I can't imagine how Rad like got people like that super excited, and Six String Samurai is the release that's causing an issue, especially from a company like Vinegar Syndrome. Like when you really think about it, it's kind of mind blowing. So Rad is universally accepted, but Six String Samurai, which to me, that sounds like Vinegar Syndrome. I remember reading with Six String Samurai in a cup. EG. Oh man, I remember EGM. I used to read that religiously. I was a big gamer back then, actually. You saw, let's get physical. Saw the Red Elvises live shortly after Six String was released. That is cool, man. That is super cool. I get that Rad has a special cult, but doesn't Six String? Right? Doesn't Six String? Well, maybe Six String doesn't have the cult yet. Maybe this is the release that's going to get Six String that special cult that Rad has. And don't get me wrong, I like Rad. I got the Vinegar Syndrome edition of Rad, and I got the Steelbook of Rad from Mill Creek. So I really like that film. Great score. I was never a BMX person. I was a skateboarder. So I think there's a difference there. If it would have been Gleaming the Cube, maybe it would have been a little bit more excited. Jim's first time ever a little movie called Dawn of the Dead. Right on. But these are some incredibly sexy releases. What else came out recently that we can actually talk about? Because I know there's been more announcements, and I'm trying to remember like if there's anything that I'm missing out on. So the first Vinegar Syndrome release trash was the infamous Don Coscarelli's The Beastmaster. One of my favorites because I'm a huge Don Coscarelli fan. For those that don't know, Phantasm is one of my favorite franchises of all time. Thrashing. I would love Thrashing, man. Josh Brolin, right? I'm pretty sure Josh Brolin's in Thrashing. I think I got that right. Hopefully this will like grow the cult a bit for Six String Samurai. Well, I'm 80s, so but still, I'm super interested in this film. Gleeman, because I'm pretty sure Thrashing was Josh Brolin. Gleeman, of course, is Christian Slater. Because Gleeman had a lot of, I'm pretty sure it's Gleeman, had a lot of like skateboarders that I knew of actually doing work on it. Buffaloian. Is that how you say it? Buffaloian? Is that so? That's the word for buffalo. Thrashing's Brolin. Thanks. See, I want to make sure I don't get it mixed up. You know me. I got a few videos back. I got an actress's name completely mixed up with another actress. I will never let myself live that down. But oh yeah, what Josh Brolin, man, he was like pretty cool in that. And Six String Samurai is gonna have a big, sexy box release with a 40-page booklet. Tony Hawk's and Gleeman. So is okay, what's his name? There's a few of them that were in the Tony Hawk. There's a group that hung around with Tony Hawk, and they're in the games too. Like they're in the games. I was a huge like THPS player back in the day. Did I get fooled by any fake title? Actually, I'll be honest with you. I hate the April Fool's Day like goofy announcements. Like I'm a bit of a killjoy when it comes to that stuff. So I literally don't look at anything till after 12. I won't look at any announcements till after 12 on April Fool's Day. And I actually think that one of the reasons Vinegar Syndrome didn't announce their April titles till after 12. Mandalorian hoodie. Nice. So yeah, I used to, and I got excited like a few years back for a couple things, a couple of gaming things especially, and then I found out I wasn't the best skateboarder either, man. Like, don't think I wasn't pulling any huge ollies and doing some big tricks. No, I was using my skateboard to get from like one place to another place, and not always the best. Not always the best when it came to stopping. That's for sure. I do kind of miss it though. I was better at like in the not so cool things. I was good when it came to rollerblading. Pretty cool when it came to that. But not a lot of really cool rollerblading like movies out there. What is there? There's Xanadu, right? It's a roller skating movie. That's a film. Any cool rollerblading movies? I used to do that. Like I was in my 30s, I was rollerblading. I was one of those guys. Did he really crap? Well, I can see it, like, because he was involved with Gleam in the Cube, so he's going to be over. Oh, not Solar Babies. I was not a fan of Solar Babies, actually. I know it's a cult film now. It's got like its classic status. But man, I saw Solar Babies, right, in the theater, and I was so bored. I think you liked that one, didn't you? Solar Babies? It's like the futuristic one, and they're all on rollerblades and
Hilarious.
yeah. So I probably got to see it again. But when I watched it in the theater, I was not amused. I was not amused. Isn't Airborne or I haven't seen Airborne, man. See, there you go. See, you ever wonder like, hey, Aaron's seen everything? No, Aaron has not seen everything. There's a lot of movies here that I actually I depend on you guys for letting me know what's cool and what's not. Let's look at the Cauldron film release. So let's do that. I know a lot of you guys are super big on the Cauldron film stuff. Roller Boogie. Skate 10 USA, Jamie Lee Curtis. So let us go to DVD. Where's Cauldron? So the latest Cauldron release is something that a lot of people have told me I got to get down the road because it's really sexy. So here it is right here. Hopefully you can see it on your screen right now because my screen's a little behind, but it is The Crimes of the Black Cat, a Sergio Pastori film. It very much like the covers is a lot like the Severn release. Oh, I've done that, man. I did a lot of drinking and skateboarding as a teenager. We used to buy we buy like those bottles of vodka, and we would like just take the top because we'd have to hide. We're teenagers, so we'd hide outside and we'd take the vodka and we'd pour it into the cap and like drink it. Like, you ever do that? And drink it like that. Can we get them directly from Cauldron or wow? So it's Crimes of the Black Cat, Beyond Terror. Again, this is one I don't know actually. See, I think I got one of those, like a Roller Boogie or something, like on an MGM label, right? So unfortunately, Cauldron releasing, because of the shipping stuff, that's been really expensive for me to pick up. So it hasn't been something I've been able to like dive into at all. But it's something that interests me. So is there anybody here that didn't order any of the May releases at all? Like didn't pre-order like the Secret titles or Six String Samurai or anything? Because I'd be kind of curious to know. And another question for those that have it and have 10 Rim Bizarros in here, I'd be interested to know your thoughts on this. Did you pick up Sex World 4K release? Because I remember that as being an excellent film. And I'm just wondering if that like needs a 4K. I didn't know that you could buy them like Arrow. Did you? In? I didn't get to go to the Arrow stuff. There was just too much. Like we were like, this was rent week for us. So rent week means we paid rent, bought a little bit for food, and then we're like, yeah, that's it. That's it for now. But Arrow had a really great sale. I hope you guys got a lot of the Arrow stuff because they had releases there that were at a print, come back and print. We had things that like go to print again when we were actually watching the video. Well, Sex Ward is a visually good film. I mean, like, definitely a good film. Is well, you got the Cauldron Without Slip from Amazon. That I actually might have to do that down the road to get some of their like because the slip's not going to matter to me. I just want the film. Like I'd love to get like their stuff with like the Cauldron with the magnet and like the T-shirt and all that type of stuff. But shipping is a killer thing for us right now. Like I've had to like slow down a lot on what I buy because one, like I just can't afford it, and two, like I am reviewing quite a few films at this month, so that also like I gotta have time to actually sit down and watch something because I find that I let myself fall behind, and then I'm playing catch up, and you don't want to play catch up, like especially if you're trying to like there's movies that you're really excited about seeing. So I'm trying to pace myself, which my better half, I think, is kind of glad about. She's glad about the pacing that I'm doing. She's super proud of me. Some people were like I don't know what people were expecting when it came to the maze. I think people were expecting. Thanks. I mean, Glass was a challenging film, Jason. Um, I liked it, but it's one of those that I wasn't sure if I liked it until the second watch. Because there's some neat things with that film, and because people that go in and thinking like this is a straightforward giallo type film are probably they're going to be confused. But like the score on Glass is incredible, by the way. I love to have the score on that one on its own. But aside from that, like there was some great stuff. The commentary on Glass is incredible. For those that haven't watched my Glass review yet, I've noticed a lot of you haven't, by the way, because I can see which reviews I can read the numbers aside my reviews. I'm not like I'm shaming you or anything, but I'm totally shaming you. Watch my reviews. I work so hard on them. Your favorite review video of the year was the Putsy Kid reviews 4K releases about sex work, not realizing it was hardcore. Is that true? Is that a real thing? About Mill Creek, Ultraman Mill Creek, based off my Rex. Perfect Television does exist. Yes, I've converted another Ultraman person over here. I recently got a thing from Mill Creek, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I should have Leo coming eventually, and Ultraman Leo. So I'll be reviewing that one as well when it comes. I'll check it out, right? Like it's got the word sex. I mean, because it literally has the word sex in it. It's called Sex World. It's not like, gee, I wonder if this is about. Is this about politics? What could this film be about? And that is it's a sexy poster. Like it really is. That holographic lava gold variant poster, so sexy. I might actually like it better than the initial like silver they put out. It's just so pricey too. I'm not sure if will that be on half price. I wonder. Hello. Oh man, it's horrible. Hello, Scott. We got Death Promise on it. Rush Week. I eventually want to get Rush Week. Maybe during a sale. I'm not quite sure. Right now, the thing is, I'm not quite sure how much moolah I'm going to have, how much bones I'm going to have during the sale. So that's the thing that I got to think about. You forgot the first Ultraman season. Did they ever explain what's to do with the kid? Does he work there? Dude, Craig, I'll be honest with you. Every season of Ultraman, like they do tie in together, like in a way, later on down the road, but they're kind of self-contained. You will get like kind of the more that you have in the collection, the farther you go along, the more rewarded you feel. Especially when you get up there and you're watching and you're seeing Ultra 7 come up and like Ultra Ace and all those show up in the later seasons. And you're seeing the monsters making the returns. Really cool, actually. Yeah, I was going to talk about that. That is something that I do want to talk about, actually. For those that don't know, Cult Epics is doing an Indiegogo right now, and it is something that I want to mention to you guys. So Cult Epics has made their goal at 131%. But for those that are unaware, I 100% recommend you check out Cult Epics because right now, and you can still do it, you can still back it. They're doing the Sylvia Crystal from Emmanuel to Chabral hardcover book, and you're not just going to get the book, you can just get the book if you want to, but you can also get the 4-disc Blu-ray Cult Epic set that's coming there. So what do we got here? So for $20 US, 25 Canadian, you can support the ebook and get the ebook of the Sylvia Crystal Cult Epics book, which should be incredible. I'm a huge Sylvia Crystal fan. For $60 US or 75 Canadian, you can get the big oversized hardcover book. And I mean, this is a coffee table size book, so this will be a behemoth of a book. For $120, which is 151 Canadian, you can get the hardcover book plus the 4 DVD set. And for $140 US, which is $176 Canadian, you can get the hardcover book plus the Blu-ray edition of the Cult Epic set. So if you got the bones to check that out, it's there. As far as it goes, there are 16 of 800 of the hardcover and Blu-ray that have been claimed, 5 of the 500 for the hardcover and DVD set, 1 of the 500 for the book alone, and 1 claimed for the ebook. Right now, they have their goal is I think was it 25,000, and they have made 32,992. So congratulations, Cult Epics, on doing that. That is amazing. I have surgery next month, so I was hoping it would suck too, but I have to grab Smile. Smile is a really good release. Yeah, 2 copies of Sex World. Got to sell the regular Blu-ray. There's a lot. I mean, like there's so much when you're looking at stuff. There's so many things to choose from. What I normally do is at the beginning of the year, I decide what I'm going to pick up. And like, obviously, I don't know what's coming out, but I decide what I'm going to focus on. If I want to focus on, like Kino, if I want to focus on Vinegar Syndrome, on Arrow, on Mill Creek, on what releases I'm going to be focusing on throughout the year. And I try and like adjust, like when it comes to like price-wise, what I can do. Of course, the other one, by the way, that I didn't mention is, of course, Summer Camp Girls. It's a Pika-Rama release. And I'll talk about that one more next week, because for my Patreon supporters out there, next week this time, we will be doing another live exclusive Crimson Cult video for the Cult of Cinema. So if you're a Patreon supporter, you got another live video coming up. I told you I was going to do another one soon. You're deciding still what to grab. What are you looking at, Ryan? What anything standing out, man? Because that's the thing. Like, you got to see what stands out to you. It's your friend's label. Nice. Okay. That's actually kind of cool, man. All the Crimson Cult stuff. So yeah. So for those that don't know, for those that have not been a part of the Patreon, there's a link in my Patreon and my thing down below for the Patreon channel. And when we're doing those, it's like Cult of Cinema, but it's more Cult of Cinema Uncut. We can pretty much talk about anything, including some of the other releases here. Your trip to Toronto's in order. Oh, you're in Toronto. Oh, dude, it's gonna be a bit. I'm gonna just saying it might be a bit. Killing Con's a great release. I really, really like that film. 100%. I would recommend Killing Kind. I'm so glad. I mean, like, eventually, like, I'm gonna do a limited edition Crimson Cult T-shirt or hoodie. I'm not quite sure which yet, but the hoodies haven't sold very well on my channel so far, on my merch channel so far. So once some of the hoodies sell, then I'll do like a Crimson Cult hoodie. I'll put it up for a limited time. Lurkers Eternal Evil is cool. I like Lurkers a bit more than Eternal Evil, but really good stuff. I'm sure you've already gotten the big one. Oh, if you like Curtis Harrington, you're gonna love you're gonna love Killing Kind. Killing Kind is a really great release. John Savage, you got I think it's Ann Southern, if I remember correctly. What day is my Patreon stream? Trash. I'm looking to probably do it next Friday, so I will keep you updated. And as always, anybody that's on my Patreon, you're gonna get a private link sent you through message. I usually get it twice when I'm going to do a live video here. We're all stuck at home, right? So I'm hoping for next Friday. We got it harder here in Canada than the US has it, unfortunately, when it comes to like getting what we need to get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ann Southern is like is the one in the Killing Kind. I'd have to look again, but I'm pretty sure it's her. And does a great job, actually. Oh, the one thing I love her healthcare system. The Whales of August. She did some great stuff. But I'm pretty sure she's in the. Let me just bring it up here. Let's bring up the Killing Kind. I actually got it when I had a sexy slipcover. Now just watch me be wrong again. It's my time to be wrong, like tonight. Killing Kind. Harrington, John Savage. No, it is Ann Southern. Perfect. Yeah, Cindy Williams got a part in that one as well. Really cool film. It's one of those I didn't know what to expect. It was one of the October releases, the Killing Kind was. So I grabbed it during like an October sale. I was watching a movie tonight, and it had Robert Lyons on it, a young Robert Lyons. And of course, if you're a Vinegar Syndrome fan, then you got the Angel box set. You know that he took over the role of the lieutenant in the second Angel movie, Avenging Angel. But man, was he good in this film. I cannot wait to review these films for you, by the way, guys. I have some incredible stuff. A Zoom meetings in order. I got to figure out how to do the Zoom meeting thing. Like, I know I can get like maybe like 6 people in here. I'm not sure how many I can do in a Zoom. It'd have to be, a Zoom for me. I'm not quite sure how many people can get in a free Zoom. In free Zoom? Because remember, you have work Zoom.
No. No.
Let us look that up. Because I would love to do something like that. That'll be fun. Eventually, I want to do like a little kind of. Sure, perfect. I want to do a little quiz thing on here anyway. And when I eventually do a quiz on here, when I start doing questions, let me tell you this. Some of the questions that I'm gonna do are gonna be from some of the reviews that are coming up. So if you watch the reviews, you'll be ahead on on some of the questions. Oh, your wife were talking about paying for Zoom for a month or two. Understandable.
Free Zoom offers video conferencing for up to 100 participants.
Nice. For how long? 45 minutes, right?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. So we can do a Zoom. I got to figure out how we do it. I'll get everybody in, but we can do it. My better half to use Zoom a lot, so I'm sure she can help me with it. But any Zoom meetings calls that we have will probably only be around 40 minutes long. But that's not too bad. We can do like a 40-minute Zoom. How much is Zoom? Is that one of the more expensive ones? I think it is, actually.
They're all comparable.
I kind of because StreamYard is like, I got free StreamYard. It's like $20 if I want to find to get like. I'm not sure the hosting would work though, Matt. Like if from my channel, that's the thing, right? Have I heard of Strange Invaders? Yes, I have the Twilight Time edition of Strange Invaders. Trash. I actually like that film. I think it's a little underrated. Like not enough people have seen it. But the original Twilight Time, they actually put it Strange Invaders. Hopefully, we're thinking about the same movie. Cinephile. I'm guessing Cinephile is going to be like Trivial Pursuit. But if you know around the time length for like something like Cinephile or Trivial Pursuit style game, we can definitely do something like that. I'm definitely down with like with the Zoom call type thing. But we'll probably have to like because I think Zoom is going to be like slightly costly for me. We'll do like the regular one because I think it's like the smallest one is going to be like probably $20 a month. I think
It's about $20 a month.
And I would have to like I'd get my Patreon up a little bit more so I can Zoom. We're not there yet, my better half said, but we'll be able to do a free Zoom. So we'll do I'll do like a free one, so that we'll just leave it for the patrons. And if it goes well, Matthew, maybe we can do one. We'll do one on like a bigger one down the road. But if we'll want to make sure who's interested in it. So if patrons are interested in or if you're interested in becoming a patron and you're interested in like kind of a Zoom call, playing a game type of thing, that could be fun. We can actually do that. I'm a big fan of like games, especially trivia games, stuff like that. She about half knows how much I like that type of stuff. That's because I know a few of you have asked for that. But it is. You can only do Zoom packages by the yearly rate. Oh, that sucks. For my patron gets bigger. Craig, yes, that's what we hope for. We hope to eventually get to the point where, see, the way I see this, my better half, like, so I don't get too depressed when I'm working at my job that brings me money, as I like to call it, my other thing. Basically, it's this here, aside from being a blast and fun, I get to be with all you cool cats. Basically, I consider this my job. This is what I do. The other thing I do to make money, that's something I go to make extra money, so I can survive and eat and have like lights and electricity, like as Chris Rock would say. But this is my primary. This is what I do. This is my job. This is my life. You got Twilight Time. Isn't that such a nice looking disc, by the way? I love that, the artwork on that one. Karen Allen. I love Karen Allen anyway. Who doesn't love Karen Allen? It's like Jessica Harper. I don't know anybody that will see like somebody like Jessica Harper and Lynn Lowry and won't completely say, they totally at one point where like love those ladies. And then people meet them and they're like super sweet apparently in real life too. So isn't that it? Who's in Strange Invaders?
You can do a Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Patreon though. Check out how many people I can have on StreamYard for free. I think it's 6. Hey there, Flip. Welcome, man. Me and Flip are actually doing a video in the near future. Nancy Allen's a Strange Invaders. Okay, with Paul Lamette. Rye, you are. It's been over 2 years since I've seen it, so I am bound to you on that one. See, I gotta get one name wrong at least once per video. It's almost like a given. It's just something that I got to do. I takes all I can takes, and then I can't takes it no more. Nancy Allen was in so many Brian De Palma films. And taking over those nude scenes for Angie Dickinson. Yeah. Karen Allen was in Indiana Jones. My better half knows Karen knows of that. She's a huge Indiana Jones fan. I think it's like, it's a given for me right now. I got to get a name wrong or something, or mispronounce something per video. It's on brand. It's on brand for my channel. And I love it. So there we go. We have looked at the April releases, which a lot of you guys are getting. Oh, both are amazingly cute. We've looked at we talked again about the May stuff. Oh, Starman. I love Starman. I actually love the TV show Starman with Robert, the guy from Airplane. I love the TV show Starman. My cousin got it for me for Christmas one year. And I was so excited too. And I love that show. But it's that time again. It's that sad, sad time when I have Robert Hayes, thank you. There. It's one of those nights. It's gotten to that time where I'm forgetting names.
WebEx, maybe.
I'm not sure that one works. Well,
it works. Fine. That's what I use.
But I totally lost my train of thought, and I do apologize. But I am Aaron. We will do a live video next week. We'll a regular live video next week, and at that point we'll be talking in the Patreon channel. So if you guys are patrons, or if you want to be a patron, down in the link down below, and right next to that really cool patron link, there's a merch store link where my better half put in hours of slave labor and hard work doing a Jello hoodie that everybody said they liked, but yet nobody has picked up. Just putting that out there. And right up next to that is
such a terrible salesperson.
And to think I went to school for this.
Terrible.
So there is the support, which you can go on and you can donate, like some amazing people, like Mary did during last one, and Cinematic Collector, and so many people have. And yes, Antoine, Tina Kraus is still not Missing Mundane. You know what? I should make a T-shirt, but you'd have to buy it. Craft Dinner and Crime Wave for you right now. But there you go. Check out the merch store if you haven't checked it out. We work hard on it. Jason, I made you a Franco shirt. So, guys, have a fantastic night. I'm getting weird now. It's just one of those evenings. I will see you guys soon, right here, once again, in the cult of cinema. Have a great evening.